Going back to the talk on creation in the introductory series, we saw that the three gunas, sattva, the tendency towards purity, rajas, the potential for action, and tamas, the tendency for inertia, exist in Prakriti until manifested by Purusha. This means the gunas are the forces of nature. All creation is made up of a balance of these three forces, and for evolution to progress, each stage of creation needs a force to develop it into the next stage, and this is rajas. The force which checks the process in order to maintain the state produced is tamas. Therefore, each stage of evolution forms the basis for the next stage. Each guna is present simultaneously in all creation, and it is the gunas which give nature its diversification. It is through their interaction and transformation that the manifestation of all things occur, including matter, mind, body, and spirit. In Ayurveda, we use the gunas as a system to assess the quality of the mind. The guna is the tendency, not the action itself. For example, sattva guna is the tendency towards purity, but it is not purity. And we saw in the talk on creation that there has to be the power of cosmic intelligence for the mind to evolve. The gunas are not prakriti, nor can they be compared to the doshas. They may appear to have similarities because the doshas do affect the mind, but in this instance, doshas govern behavioral traits, whereas the gunas are the state of the mind. The qualities of mind change through life. A newborn baby, for example, will be predominantly sattvic, but may develop rajasic or tamasic qualities according to its upbringing and ultimate diet and way of living. As we cultivate spirituality within us through diet and lifestyle, we naturally become more sattvic. In fact, that is the aim. Of course, you can be a very sattvic person without having any spiritual awareness, but you cannot call yourself a spiritual person unless you are predominantly sattvic. This is achieved through meditation, compassion, service to others, living in harmony with nature, a sattvic diet, and living a sattvic lifestyle. The gunas are the mental qualities which relate to the spiritual nature of mind, or the capacity to perceive the truth. The nature of a tamasic person is stagnant, negative, and dull, and they tend towards pessimism, hopelessness, darkness, and laziness. A rajasic person tends to be very energetic but gets distracted. They're always seeking outward stimulation and are never satisfied. They tend to be impatient, inconsistent, and angry in nature. The rajasic mind is agitated by desires, always seeking power and success. The mind itself is sattvic because it has the capacity to perceive and is naturally this way. A sattvic person has clarity and peace in the mind and has a divine nature.